they'll be in the fire burning while you're rising. You stepped away from all the pettiness and the competition. You're not competing with anybody. Like I said, you weren't holding grudges. You weren't trying to be petty. You paid attention to what wasn't for you, what wasn't solid for you. You're now being given the opportunity to rebuild your ancestors. The Most High meant stop watching them, stop talking about them, keep their name out of your mouth. Instead of taking a hint and moving away, now judgment is going to be called. Okay. So I'm feeling like this weird tug on my energy. It's very like aggressive and kind of like persistent. It's almost like in the voice you hear like, what are they doing? What are they saying? Who are they talking to? Like, what are they doing? Just like constantly like wanting to be in the know. And when I was just doing some readings earlier, what was very consistent that kept coming up was like a Queen of Pentacles and choices. So I feel like this is about a Queen of Pentacles energy, and that's someone very nurturing, very loyal, very independent, loves animals, typically seen alone. So that doesn't mean that this Queen of Pentacles doesn't have friends or is antisocial or introvert. No, it's just the Queen of Pentacles preference. And then I just kept seeing like options, like Seven of Cups or like Two of Wands. Like there's multiple options, multiple paths to take. And it's almost like the Queen of Pentacles really has to sit and figure out what it is they really want and be careful what they're manifesting, because they can pretty much manifest anything. And then, like I said, that whole other energy that I was talking about in the beginning is just like, it's like an obsessive energy that wants to know what this Queen of Pentacles is doing. Like, what is the next game plan? Like, very concerned. Like, because it's almost like I said, the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, is seen alone. So it's almost like it might have been someone that the Queen of Pentacles interacted with in a previous life or in the past. You got hidden emotions, suppressing feelings. And that's what I'm feeling like. It's someone from your past. Ooh, that that didn't express how they felt. Or it's almost like Queen of Pentacles felt that energy and knew how this person felt, but the energies weren't aligned. Like the Queen of Pentacles knows someone, like I said, she's very independent. If the Queen of Pentacles does find someone to mate with, someone to bond with, partner with, it's someone that allows the Queen of Pentacles to still enjoy her freedom, to be independent. The energy, whoever they partner with has to trust that, know that they are loyal, know that when they're out doing things, they're doing things to better themselves and better the world. And even though they get a lot of attention, that doesn't mean that they're going to be swayed. So like I said, it's someone that has to allow them to be independent. And I feel like this past energy with hidden emotions was never letting the Queen of Pentacles be independent. They were constantly in the mix, constantly almost influencing what the Queen of Pentacles does. And the Queen of Pentacles moved away from that because it was suppressing them. It was stunting them. And they didn't like that. You know, more than anything, the Queen of Pentacles wants their freedom. Like hidden agenda, ulterior motives. Like, it's like you felt that even though this energy was showing you one thing, you know, your third eye, your senses, like it was all like just energy was not lying to you. Even though you were seeing one thing, you were hearing it, you know, hearing the words, you know, I love you, or, you know, you're like my best friend, or I want, you know, be with you forever. And you're seeing the actions. The energy could not lie. The energy could not be closed. You knew there was an ulterior motive. And it seemed to have made you like really uneasy and like moved away. So why is this energy still like I said, just harassing? And it's like, I don't want to scare anyone. I don't want anyone to feel like, oh my God, I got a stalker, or they won't leave me alone. Like, no, like I said, you moved away. So have faith and confidence. Know that you've moved away. Like, you are free. You are protected more than anything. You are free to do what you want to do. It's just like that. The reason why this energy is so obsessive is because they have no access to you. Yeah. Like suppressing true feelings, disappointed, unmet expectations, overwhelmed, racing thoughts. It's an omen, signs and messages, impulsivity, little consideration. So it's like, yeah, it's like you're getting a feeling like this other energy is being like, they kept suppressing their true feelings. They never really revealed to you what their true agenda, true feelings, true motives were to you. They suppressed it. And now, like, they're being disappointed because it's almost like you won't return. Like, like, when you said you were done, you're out. Like, you were out. There was no going back for you. You might be nice and kind every once in a while, but even that has a limit. And if that little bit of even like, politically correct niceness you give, if that gets taken advantage of, then it's like, okay, zero. Like, and that means like this person is being overwhelmed, like having racing thoughts. Possibly causing them to be like very impulsive. But it's almost like they've had signs and omens, like from the universe to whew, I just something told me look at the bottom of the deck. It's like, stalker watching closely. They've had signs from the universe, like signs and omens and messages like, leave the Queen of Pentacles alone. And I believe to some degree they got the message. And so, like I said, when you moved away, like physically, they are not in your space. Like physically, that's why I said, this is not anything for you to really get in your head about, worry or stress, because you've moved away from it. And if you haven't already moved away from it, this may not be your message, or you may be in the process of doing that. So do not give up. Do not lose hope. Know that you will get where you need to be. But it's like for those that have moved away from it already, it's like I said, they can't come close. So it's like they keep a close watch. I mean, in today's world, when we talk about stalking or so forth, it's just like, it's gotten a lot easier with the internet. So it could be someone like watching your social media. And if you don't have social media, it could be like someone like reaching out to your family, just saying, oh, how is such and such doing? When your family may be unaware of you not wishing this person to know where you are, and you're not wishing to be involved with them in any capacity. But you like getting the feeling, ooh. So you got Six of Swords, and then you got Judgment. So like that's what I'm feeling. It's like this energy did not, to some degree got the hint and saw the signs and messages and was like, oh, I should chill. But they didn't really understand that the universe, your ancestors, the Most High meant, no, all the way let it go. Stop watching them. Stop talking about them. Keep their name out of your mouth. They have not got that. And so therefore it's like, because you don't want to move away, it's almost like the trouble is coming. Like, if, instead of taking a hint and moving away, like now judgment is going to be called. Like, and it's almost like, I love this, like you see like the phoenix rising. It's like you're going to be rising and spreading your wings. And then everything under you, anything that anyone who didn't mean you didn't mean you well or tried to get in the way, it's like they'll be in the fire burning while you're rising. So that's just almost why it's like you have nothing to worry about. I don't say that's the difference between the two. That's the difference between like this like obsessive energy and like the Queen of Pentacles energy. Like this obsessive energy is seeing signs and messages and omens and isn't listening. However, the Queen of Pentacles saw the writing on the wall and moved away. The Queen of Pentacles listened to the signs and the omens. And I would say, like, Queen of Pentacles, you are very in tune. You are in tune and in line with the universe, you know, and it's almost like the universe speaks to you, whether it's like through animals or, you know, through nature or certain, you know, angel numbers or synchronicities and that you see out in the world. And you take those signs and you know, you meditate on them, and it's like, you know, you obey. And like, yeah, it's hard to say that word away. Let's say you listen and you set yourself up for success. And that's why I say you are a phoenix rising, you know. And if you aren't feeling like that, understand, like I said, it's coming. You have taken the steps to move forward. You're bettering your life. You're bettering yourself. And because of that, you're rising. And it's like I said, who's ever watching you, who's ever trying to get in the way of you rising, they'll be burned to ash just by the fire emitting off of you alone. The fire emitting of you rising up from the ashes when you're ablaze. Anyone that tries to even be in your energy is turned to cinder. Got the sun reversed. And it's just almost like it's gonna be seen. Like, for all of those people who, like, you might have been trying to tell people, you might have like tried to get help. For all those who didn't pay attention, or like, you know, they are now, like, they're just caught in your crosshair. They're caught in your fire, or they will be caught in your fire. And it's not saying like you're seeking vengeance or like holding grudges or anything like that. That's not what you're doing. You're just moving forward. And in the midst of you moving forward, that is your success. That is their punishment. That is their judgment. It's like you're receiving higher knowledge. Again, like I said, listening to the universe, the most high. You know, you're learning how to hone your gifts, hone your emotions. Your emotions are true indicators to what's going on with you. So when you take a minute to sit in it and not suppress it, then, like I said, you understand what's going on. And so instead of like, you know, suppressing things, being naive to what's really going on, you paid attention and you realized that wasn't a foundation. Whoever, it's so funny, I just dropped and then it turned back upwards. And so I just kind of want to take it that way. It's just like you weren't naive, you paid attention to what wasn't for you, what wasn't solid for you. And so because you paid attention, I feel like that's why it just flipped back up, because you listened, you're in line with the universe. You got the opportunity to rebuild your foundation. And this time it's going to be sturdy. This time you're not building it on sand, quicksand, you know. And the next time a storm comes in, your house isn't decimated. You aren't left homeless. You aren't left, you know, finances aren't, you know, crazy. You have everything you need to rebuild. I am having, like, these are dropping like crazy, but I'm having the craziest deja vu right now. Like, I had a dream about literally doing this message and cards were falling. I said that exact words. It's like wild. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. You were supposed to feel left out in the cold. You were supposed to feel worthless. So, like, when this came through, you, you know, wouldn't know what to do. You would be completely lost, just, you know, burning yourself out, saying one thing, but not following through, meeting those expectations. And like, you know, seeds that you have planted are just belly up. It's not a fertile ground. That's how you were made to feel, or how you were supposed to feel. But like I said, by coming in alignment with the universe, by truly listening, you're now being given the opportunity to rebuild. So next time those things happen, like I said, it doesn't phase you. There's not anything you need to rebuild because you already built on solid ground. You became that emperor. Okay. You know, and we got Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's like you became this emperor, you stepped into your emperor energy. You understand, I can, you know, I have the power, authority over my own life. No one else does that but me. And so I'm going to take my power back. And that's what the Queen of Pentacles did, took their power back and, has now starting to build a foundation. And it's like, let me show you. And it's like you stepped away from all the pettiness and the competition. You're not competing with anybody. Like I said, you weren't holding grudges. You weren't trying to be petty. Those people are, but you're not. You're building a solid foundation for yourself. You are the emperor of your own empire. And no one will be able to stop you. No one will be able to take that from you. Because like I said, you're walking in alignment with the universe. And those people, like I said, judgment is being called on them for not heeding the warnings, the signs, the omens that were saying, hey, kind of get Moses a little bit where it's like, let my people go. It's like, leave my people alone. Leave the ones who are chosen alone. Touch not my anointed. And that's just kind of the sense of the feeling you're getting, like, and it's almost like the universe, the divine can show them, it can show them better than they could ever be told. The Ace of Wands fell out. And that's what I'm saying. You're getting the start of something new. Like I said, something new, building a foundation that you want to see. A foundation that is strong, a foundation that is secure financially, emotionally, mentally. All three are in line. The Holy Trinity. All three are in line. So that's what I'm saying. Like, storm comes through, there's nothing that can knock you down. There's nothing that's going to get in your way. And that's not to say that storms won't come. There's not to say there won't be rainy or bad days in this new beginning. They're totally, like I said, that's balance. We have to have the ups with the downs and the downs with the ups. Like, that's a part of life. And that's what also makes the ups so much more sweeter. That after everything that you went through, after everything that you experienced, you can take all of those experiences, turn them into blessings, and live the life you want to live. See the things you want to see. Do the things you want to do. Be the own emperor of your own empire. You own everything. You're in charge of everything. You run your own life. True autonomy. True freedom. And that's what you are starting. This new beginning of being free. You are free to do whatever you want. So never mind the energy that's just like, where are they? What are they doing? Who are they talking to? That person, like I said, you just being you rising from the ashes in all your glory and ablaze is going to bring, like I said, they'll burn in your fire as you rise. So continue to rise.